a BTC. That's also, if you take it over your whole 3 months, going to give you 0.3 BTC. That's just at 10%, guys. I'm not looking at the 14s. I'm not looking at the 10s. I'm not looking, so it could be one particular month you get 16. Next month you get 7. So on an average, we're just going to take the 10%. Are we all good on that? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so at today's price, you've made approximately 2K back over 3 months. Would you say that's a good return on your money? Yeah, absolutely. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's say that we put in for 5 Bitcoins. Now, I know within my team a few people have done this and they are dancing from the rooftops because they're like, I don't need to do anything, and I'll show you why. Now, 5 Bitcoins is going to cost you around about 32 to say 45K. It's a little bit depending on what the price is, and we know it fluctuates, but it's all good when it comes to the bots. Now, 0.5 coming back to you per month. Who would say that's pretty good? That's half a Bitcoin coming back to you per month. So the price of the package for the subscription is $3,000, so you've covered that fee. What I haven't told you, I'm going to tell you right at the end, which is a nice little surprise. But your right, we're going to talk about compounding, but if you compounded this for 22 months, and the reason we say 22 months, who knows here, by show of hands, what happens in 22 months? Excellent. Okay, there's a lot of hands that didn't go up, so I'll just share that with you. May 2020 is when they next choke the supply of Bitcoin, so in the mining process. So right now we're at 12.5. In May 2020, they're going to choke the supply. What happens when the supply is choked? What happens to the demand? It goes up. So that's why we put May 2020. Now let's just assume at around this point, the value of BTC hits around about 33K. Now we all know this is possible because at the end of last year, it spiked to just under 20,000 US. So we know it can be done, and we know it can be sustained. Actually, the experts are saying a lot higher, so what we've come in is very, very conservative. Now at that, can anybody read out what that's going to be in 22 months if you compounded that same money back in? That's $1 million US back to you. You put in 5 Bitcoins, you've carried on compounding. So compounding, I'm going to just share with you what that actually means in a second. But you've reinvested the money that you're making. So then profits you're putting back into the system. You're not utilising them for the next 2 years or so, or just under. You're putting it back into the system, buying more product, more subscription, but it's giving you, at the end of that, 30 Bitcoins. You start with 5, you're going to finish with 30. Are we all good? Are we all on the same page? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, and that, at just 33,000, when it hits 33,000, it makes you a what? Oh, David, I think they're asleep. Okay, it makes you what? It makes you a millionaire. It makes you a millionaire. Guys, are we ready for this? Because this is what you're here. This is what you're in. This is not, I'm not talking to for the guests in the house. Thank you for coming here. You know, you'll be a part of our family, I'm sure. But this is what all of us are a part of. This is exactly what we're a part of. How exciting is that? Friggin' hell, it's amazing. Right, so let's show you some examples. So this is an example of somebody putting in 1 Bitcoin. Here we are, we can see it. It's the trade that's opened. Can everybody see that? Yes. I don't know if I can do a pointer. But you can see over here, you've put 1 BTC in, and you've made a profit that week of 2.57, which in Bitcoin terms means 0.02. So anybody can go on their little Google, go to Bitcoin to dollar or Bitcoin to pound, and you can see how much that is. That's around about 130 quid per week. Passive income, you've done nothing for it. The second week, you can see that's actually gone a little bit higher. How amazing. Now you continue, now I've done this, and for the last, within 3 weeks, I've actually made more than 10%. So that's why we use 10% as a ballpoint figure, because it's nice. Let's just take that, no, sorry. I was a bit premature showing that, but here we go. Now, let's go to the 5 Bitcoin scenario. Who likes more? Yeah, because we're a bit ambitious in this room, I hope. So here, we've got 5 Bitcoins doing the same, but look at what you're getting back per week. 0.1, 0.13, 5.11. Now that in sterling per week gives you an average of around about 650 quid. Who is going to give you 650 quid for 30k? Because if you do know anyone, let me know, because I'll be in. But you're not. But this is what's happening. This is real. If you take it to the 8 coins, the 20 coins, it's a completely different story. Now, just to give you some examples of what you're going to get between 7 to 13% on a weekly, I'm just going to share a few. So on the 1 Bitcoin, you can see on 10%, that's 120 quid, 130 quid, give or take. Can everyone see that in the beginning, like where it just says 10%? But let's just look at 7%. Guys, it's cost you to do this package approximately about 5.5k, give or take. You're now getting a return of around about 120 quid per week. Would you say that's good, or would you say that's bad? It's brilliant. 5 Bitcoins. As I said, look, on an average of 10%, that's 600 quid coming back into your back pocket every week. I'm going to take it straight down to the elite package, which is 20 Bitcoins, guys, that you've put into the system. You want Omnia to trade. It's cost you 100k to do this, but we know a lot of people with a lot of money. So there's people doing this. And they're making in excess of around about between 2 to 2.5k per week on 10%. Not bad, right? Okay, so let's move it. The other spectrum, because I've got people in my team that says, I can't come in with 1 Bitcoin. That's okay, you can come in slightly smaller, build your belief, see it. So you've got something there for everything. Robert has actually done this in such a way that it's available to everyone. The lowest package at 0.05 will cost you around about just under 300 quid. Can we find 300 pounds? Yeah. Give or take, to make you a bit of money? Because how much money do we actually waste? That's one night going out. Don't go out one evening. Yeah, that, if you live in London, Newcastle, Bristol, don't go out. You'll be able to get that 300 quid. So there's something there for everyone. It's brilliant. Now, what it is that we sometimes think about things. Who agrees? We love thinking. We don't decide. And if we don't decide, we don't take action. If we don't take action, we don't prosper. So my little gift back to you is make a decision, multiply that by a little bit of action, and guess what? Prosperity is all your way. It's insane, and that's what we're here. That's why you're here on a Sunday morning, afternoon, right? But coming back to my compounding, and I'm going to finish it on this, is if you were given, and I'll put the whole thing down there because 100k every day for 31 days. Majority of the people would say, yeah, that's me, I want that. Who would agree with me? If I just gave it to you at face value. But if I flipped it and said, I'll give you a penny and I'll double it every day for 31 days, who would then take me up on that offer? That's because you know. I said no. So 6 years ago, when I was given this same proposal, I was like, yeah, hell, okay, I'll take the 100k because you might not come back tomorrow. But yes, if we take that second option, that equates to 10.7 million plus loose change on the 31st day. That is not including people, all the money you've made in between per days. So you can add all that up and then give me the figure because my calculator couldn't handle it. Yes, we would make 3.1 million, and that's what most people, because they go for instant gratification. But guys, Robert's given us a special gift. He has actually given us instant gratification with these Autobots. We're here now to teach you how to compound that. So there's people in this room that know how to compound. And I've got to say, majority of this is only between our team. Who agrees with that? So the leaders know that. We don't give this out to other teams. This is about our team, our family. And we share with you how to make money. What's bottom line? Why are we all here? It's for the money. It's for the money. Right? Yeah. For some of us. Yeah. Seems like this middle section. All right. Dev team, please make a little bit of send some action on the way so I can see that you're with me. Yeah! Awesome, look, they're quiet but they can make noise. So let's just put that out. Why are we here, guys? To make money.